right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. A lot to discuss in today's video with an Apex Legends pro team being banned. Also, a lot of controversy going around in the Realm League regarding certain players and if they're allowed to play whatever legend they want to or not, or do they need to follow what is called the meta. A little controversy that I wanted to make mention of, and minustempo, the player manager for TSM, calling out a lot of the organizations that are playing in Pro League as well. A lot to discuss. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends esports related. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. Just want to give you guys a quick reminder: call up your loved ones today and tell them you love them. Got some crazy news this morning about my brother. Thankfully, he's all okay and all is well, but it definitely punched me in the face. So look, you know, go show your family some love. It would definitely not hurt. First thing I wanted to make mention of, my mic sounds really weird. Let me know. I hope it's all good. Anyways, charge rifle is ruining Realm. That is a storyline that has been going on for the last couple of days. Is Buddha, however you pronounce this guy's name. I've covered like 3 or 4 stories and still don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, and I'm the worst at pronouncing everybody's name. He says charge rifles ruining Realm. HOJ or Hodge also says that, you know, Reps got quadruple charge rifled in Realm. What a great gun that promotes the insane competitive integrity. RKN says charge rifle is unbearable, bro, and that gun is long overdue for a rework. VOD also said that the charge rifle should do a max of 60 damage per burst, no matter helmets or anything. Honestly, I think that the charge rifle needs to be reworked. I think it needs to be nerfed, and then I think it needs to go to the care package just by all of that. Quite frankly, it needs to be removed from the game, but they'll never do that because of skins and whatnot. But they should have never added this. I mean, honestly, that was a horrible decision to even bring about in the first place. It's not a competitive like weapon. It's very noob friendly, and I don't like the fact that it's, you know, even there. What really should happen, this is why this is like a perfect case in my opinion of why the ranked rules should be different than battle royale, like the public match rules. And here's why. A couple of months ago, we had Josh Medina, the you know, senior producer over there at Respawn Entertainment, and he said instead of having GAs, which is gentleman agreements and stuff, he would rather figure out why the pros are complaining about it and then get to the core of the problem and try to fix it. And while I agree that that's not like, you know, a horrible take, the reason I think it's bad is because I think the charge rifle should stay in public matches. It's like a weird new fun gun that can get crazy at times, right? I'm not saying it should be, you know, definitely exiled from the game. However, it's very obvious to be a bad thing for competitive. Same thing with Call of Duty, right? You got the drill charge where you can throw a grenade at the wall and it blasts through the wall. We all know that is a horrible design for competitive. That's why it's not in there. That's why Call of Duty actually has these bans that are going on in game. Apex doesn't have that. We need that, I think, because the battle royale experience should have the charge rifle. I think ranked and anything competitive should not have the charge rifle. Interested to see what you guys have to say there. Speaking of bans, though, we've got a big ban right here. Apex South pro team VKMDY has been banned from competing in the ALGS. Why did it happen? Well, it's a little bit of a weird situation because it seems like it was something that was a little while back that's just now catching up to them. So this is coming from Brad over at DreamHack. I guess he's currently over there, and he said you will have noticed that VKMDY is not scrimming anymore, and that's due to EA and Respawn handing them out to be what seems like a 6-month ban. Thank you to Poo Poo Head for tagging me in this over on Twitter, which, by the way, if you guys want to, you know, be a part of the video in any way, if you guys want to send me stuff, feel free to do so. Tag me in anything. I go through all the notifications as well. And obviously, it helps the channel out a ton, so I really appreciate it. And so they said the 3 players and the coach, JPie. I don't really know a lot about the Apex South team, you know, not organization, but region. So I'll be honest, you might be able to flame me a little bit for this because I'm starting to get a little bit up to date with EMEA and North America. So I will say my APAC regions are really, really, really rusty. So, you know, forgive me. I just wanted to make mention that it is an ALGS team and they have been banned. And so for the reason now, this is a little weird. So apparently they were caught in a Discord call with their coach giving them information live in the game. And apparently it started off where they found out about this. They punished them by erasing all of their points prior to the incident. After further investigation, they decided that was not enough, and they are actually full banning them. So he said originally EA and Respawn removed their ALGS points. However, now they're, you know, fully banned for it seems like 6 months. And then they also said, you know, this guy was saying, do you know that they were cheating in Pro League? This dates all the way back to March 19th. So the guy joined, like, I guess a Discord call and was actually speaking to them. And the ALGS rule states you are not allowed to speak to your team while you're in the middle of a game. So it is kind of like, I'm pretty sure that's like very widespread. It's not just even Apex. think Call of Duty does that as well. So it makes sense. I'm not saying that they didn't deserve a ban. What I don't know is, did it deserve to be 6 months? Interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below, because I know obviously that's a hot take. It's a little bit of a controversial one, to say the least. So let me know what you guys think below. Also wanted to make mention of this. Player manager for TSM, the guy who runs Oversight, the guy who runs the scrims, minustempo, calls out these organizations. Even, Bronzy saying he's not holding back. No scrims today. And then he adds every single team that are ruining it. You've got FaZe Clan, Lanimals, Meat Lovers, NRG, Dark Zero, AJC, Drug Free, that are missing from the Group A-B scrim, despite having ALGS on Sunday. So literally they have matches tomorrow and they're not showing up for scrims. Now, he did say Snipe Down isn't feeling good, so I know that he's resting up for Sunday. But as far as the other teams go, what in the world is going on? And I noticed that there wasn't many responses here. NRG did not come to defend themselves. Tech did not come to defend itself. Lanimals did not come to defend themselves. Dark Zero not here. So I don't know what's going on and why these teams are chalking up on scrims, but that's exactly what we discussed over there on the Apex Lounge channel, where Nick Merckx had a viral clip talking about these teams not taking it seriously anymore. And the problem is, like, whenever Tripods does good, all of a sudden it doesn't matter because, scrims aren't being taken as serious. So it's really interesting, and I guess I understand it. I really think the problem is that scrims, Apex in general, is just such a mind-consuming esport. It's a little bit different. Like, I feel like it's really easy to go scrim in COD because I've done it. I've played a lot of ranked in COD, and I play some tournaments here and there as well, and it feels a little bit easier to get on and play these. But Battle Royale is just so, like, mind-boggling sometimes, and it's repetitive because you have 2 maps and it's the same thing over and over and over. I can see why scrims get a little bit boring and a little bit less, like, I don't know, sometimes you may just not want to show up. It totally makes sense, but there is a lot of money on the line. Obviously these organizations need to treat each other with respect by showing up, especially when you say you're going to show up. So interesting conversation, to say the least. Just thought it was crazy that Tempo decided to call out all of these guys as well. Now, speaking of being called out, his Watson and Sweet Dreams also had a little bit of a controversy here regarding a viral clip about this guy wanting to play Revenant. So there was this clip of someone named Rambro. So you could see Realm right here retweeted this with another retweet of Rambro. So this Rambro guy had apparently said, how are your games been? People ask him. And you can see from the clip, the guy I actually know this guy. I talked to him today. His name is Wizard Coin. He said he was going to play Rev, and he didn't really care. Someone said, you guys want to run this comp? He said, nope, I don't really want to. I just want to play Rev. And I will be honest, like, the vibe it kind of gave off was, I don't really care what happens. I'm just going to do me. It doesn't really seem like, I'm here for the team. I'm here to win. I'm here to do what you guys want to do, whatever it takes to make the team succeed. I think, but the problem is that the conversation became, should players be able to just, is this considered griefing? Should players just be able to, like, I don't care. I'm just going to play what I want to play. I think that the truth of the matter is, yes, obviously you should be able to play whoever you want to play. Whatever legend you're comfortable with, that is the legend you should play. The behavior, though, behind it is what we need to question. And, is this grounds for griefing? Is his attitude, like, showing that he doesn't care, that he doesn't really want to play? Should he be here in the first place? So the conversation, I'll show you guys the clip in just a second, but the conversation became between Sweet Dreams and his Watson, as Watson said, you should be allowed to play whatever character you want to play as long as you're genuinely trying to win. Seer was a bottom 3 pick rate and 0% comp pick rate, and I was the one picking him. If Realm had existed, would I have been kicked out back then? So is he saying that, like, because this guy wants to play someone who's not a high pick rate, is that grounds for griefing? I don't think it is. And even Sweet Dream says he wasn't trying to play Rev to enlighten people like you were trying to play Seer to enlighten people. He was basically just being an edgy cringe lord who loves being different than others. There's a big difference in that, in my opinion. And Watson said he's a Rev 1 trick. I think the way he handled it was cringe, but the Wizard Coin issue shouldn't matter, especially with character of choice, and it should basically be all about behavior. So that's what I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Well, Realm actually came out and said character selection has been a controversial topic at Realm, and we'll be addressing it accordingly. I don't know what they mean by that, but this was the clip in question. Roll the clip.
On Bang Horizon Seer?
Nope, I'm playing Rev.
What? You're actually
I'm playing Rev. Yeah.
April Fool's was 13 days ago.
Say what you want. I'm having fun playing Rev. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm enjoying myself.
Now, Protectful had went on to respond to this as well and says, I don't really care. The kid doesn't deserve to be in Realm, literally doesn't care, costing money for placement to, quote, have fun and be at the bottom of the brick leaderboards. Simply just get him gone. The guy is apparently in 352nd place. He's constantly been in the 300s as well. So, and I think right now, 420 is the rank he's currently in with 909 points as well. So there's a lot of controversy behind this. Should you be able to play whatever legend you want to? Absolutely. I don't think there's any debate behind that. But the idea is, are you taking that legend seriously? Like we've seen, obviously, Hal go up against some revs. And we even saw, apparently Rambo at one point, like kind of hinted that, you know, the Revtain stuff was coming back. So it's not like, I don't think anybody has anything against Rev. It's the attitude behind it of kind of seeming like, I don't care what you're going to do. I don't care if we win or lose. I'm going to have fun with Rev. You shouldn't show up to a competitive environment acting that way. And like I said, you know, hate me for it or not, I spoke to the guy today because I was playing a Call of Duty tournament with one of his friends, and the guy joined the call, and he, you know, seems like a nice guy, whatever. And I understand like the perspective behind all of this, but I think the attitude seems very obvious behind all of this. So interested to see what you guys have to say. Lastly, as we close the video up, you just want to make mention of this. Cutnoid basically said the Apex cheaters are out of control. We know this. Obviously, we've had a big controversy in the last week and a half or so. Actually, it's been really longer than that at this point, about how bad the hackers are, the cheaters are, the DDoSers are. Well, he had also said South America seems to be getting the worst of it, and this is like so bad that Team Singularity, one of their players, came out and said literally this: we feel abandoned by the company and by everyone. And you can see in the background clip, it's just like every single game, it seems like the servers are just getting DDoS, and you hate to see it because they had even had an ALGS interview at London, and one of the players in the interview said that they feel like they get left out of everything, and it's really sad to see. And then also they go on to say, don't know what the other South American players don't know what to do other than spam hideouts on Twitter, a process that clearly is not working. Besk also said he's never spoken with anyone at Respawn, and we don't have anyone's contact. When we send messages, they are not answered. South America seems neglected compared to NA and EU because of Besk puts it in this the influence that they have, and we don't. We've actually seen in the past where Stay Naughty had tweeted at hideouts. I think they were playing with Sweet Dreams as well, and they were being able to get people banned live on stream. And even though that's cool and all, and it is nice, a lot of the South American players were like, look, it's not fair that like you guys get these crazy amount of love and help from the guy who can ban people. We don't get any of that. We feel so neglected, and so it just really sucks. So I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Also, you know, a little bit of looking for team roster drama as well. Delroy, we've been speaking about him. He's been doing pretty well over in the Realm League as well. Still looking for a squad as a roller fragger support. And Shinigami, I don't know if I pronounced that right at all, but also in the same situation, looking for a squad. A lot was in this video, I know. So I'm interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. Like the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends esports related. And until the next time, I will see you all later, Gators.